Dear students, today our session is about how to find the probability using empirical probability rule. Without knowing the distribution of your data set, we can find the probability of a variable. Let's use the data frame called employee to apply empirical probability. So download the file name employee.rds from MS Teams and we will start working on that file. This data frame has, if you can see in the environment, it has 200 observations. So the N is 200 and it has 25 variables. If you want to view this data frame, you can click on the data frame name and you can see that there are a lots of variable here. Some of them are categorical variables and some of them are numerical variables. Let's solve the first question using empirical probability. The survey has been conducted for 200 employees and the age has been recorded. For example, if an employee is selected at random, so we have a simple event. If one employee is selected at random, find the probability that the employee is less than 45 years. So here we are just trying to find the probability for the age. We have a variable age in the employee and we need to use that variable in order to calculate the probability that the employee age is less than um, 45 years. So we are not going to use any distribution we learn such as binomial, Poisson, or normal, because we didn't define that this variable is normally distributed or binomially distributed or it's distributed using Poisson. So we are going to use in general the empirical probability rule. We know that empirical probability means the frequency of the data we need. For example, we need to know how many age, how many employee with less than 45 years divided by the total number of employees, which is 200. We can apply that by using the function called mean. This function will calculate the frequency and it will divide it by 200. So we just need to mention or extract only the variable age by writing the file name and selecting only the age variable. And we want only to extract those who have age of less than 45. So directly you will get there are 0.85 probability that the person we have selected has an age of uh, less than 45. How about if I want to find the probability that the employee selected is more than 45? We will use the same function mean and then employee. The file name is employee dollar. Again, we'll choose age. This time we want to count how many data sets are more than 45 years age. So we get the answer. So we have a probability of 0.13 that the person has been selected is more than 45 years. How about if we use at least 45 years? At least means greater than and equal. So the same function we use mean and the variable we want to select is the age. And this time we have to mention at least 45. Okay, so the probability is 0.15 for an employee selected and at least 45 years. So same thing for at most. At most means less than and equal. We are having the variable age less than and equal 45 years. So the probability, okay, so what is missing here? We didn't select the variable age. So I hope that is clear. Let's move to the next question. This time, if, for example, we are interested on the variable weight, we have a variable weight in the file data frame employee. So if a person is selected, find the probability that the person has a weight of less than 90 kg. So we will use the variable, the code is mean, and then this time we will select the variable weight. It's less than 90. So using empirical probability rule, we get the answer is 0.87. How about if it is more than? Same rule we use. We select the variable employee and then weight. We will count how many of them with weight of more than 90, and automatically it will divide it by 200. So we get the final answer as a probability value. If we say not more than 90, we can use here complement rule, 1 minus probability of more than. So 1 minus probability that the employee is more than and equal using the complement rule. Not more than means less than and equal. So 1 minus more than. So what is a mistake we have done here? We have not selected the variable weight. So when we say not less than, this is a complement event. We can use the rule of complement, 1 minus probability that it is less than 90. So 1 minus mean of employee. Select the variable weight from the list and calculate the probability of less than 90. So the probability is equal to 0.13. That is regarding the empirical probability. So if the data frame is given, the variable is not mentioned which distribution it follows. So you need to use always this code, mean. Okay, so thank you for watching. Let's see you to the next session.